Hi everyone, my name's Arno. I'm the education coordinator here at the BGC. I'm here with Kelti. Kelti, if you don't mind introducing yourself.
Hello, I am Kelti Baird. I own Theoretically Brewing Company in Lethbridge.
Awesome, thank you. So my first question is, what do you do for a living? I know you said you own Theoretically Brewing, but what specifically does that entail?
Yeah, so my business partner Chris and I opened Theoretically Brewing back in 2015. We decided that after the market opened to allow small brewing operations in Alberta, we wanted to open our own microbrewery. So we put the plan together and opened it. So that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and why did you originally want to get into this career?
So I finished my history degree at the University of Lethbridge and decided that I wanted to work for myself. Um, it was kind of always a dream to run my own business, and it was just kind of determining what kind of shape that would take. And then Chris and I decided that brewing was the way that we wanted to go. So there's a lot of rule changes that had to happen between when we decided to open the brewery and then we were actually able to open the brewery. So it took a couple of years of research and that kind of thing while I was working after my degree to open my own business. And since opening my own business and working for myself, I love it and I would never go back to working for anybody else.
Awesome, that's really great. What does the day-to-day look like?
The day to day varies. So, one of the very cool things about running your own business is you are in charge of everything. So, if something goes wrong, the buck literally stops with you. So, you have to be on the ball all the time. So, one of the things that we can do in a day is basic stuff like accounting and bookkeeping, which is very important. I also run a lot of the sales. We look after production because we do brew all of the beer that we make on site. And with that comes a lot of equipment and maintenance and cleaning and everything from janitorial stuff all the way up to payroll management. That's what you do when you own your own business.
I definitely don't envy you. Um, so I know that accounting and bookkeeping, and a lot of stuff involved in running a business can be quite challenging. What type of training or schooling did you do in order to do that sort of stuff?
So I took an entrepreneurship course through Athabasca University after my history degree through the University of Lethbridge was done. So I did take some business courses through a different distance learning program, which is really cool. You don't have to do that to run your own business, though. It depends on your background and what you're good at. You can just open up your own business one day, and that is totally fine. If you don't have skills like bookkeeping and accounting, I really recommend hiring those out because they are challenging and they're very important. Or dedicate some time to learning all about it. In terms of actually like microbrewing and stuff like that, there's different programs through different post-secondary institutions around the province. So you can actually go to school to be a brewmaster at Olds College. And it's a really popular program, and they are churning out some of the world's top brewers right now. So that's really fun.
That's really awesome. And I know the Alberta craft beer market is doing quite well right now as well.
Yeah, so we're in a bit of a boom time, which is great.
So you already talked a little bit about this, but how does someone get a job in this field?
The best thing to do is go and talk to your local brewery. Of course, you have to be over the age of 18 to work at a brewery because it is related to alcohol. But if you're over the age of 18, you can apply to be a salesperson, to be a server, just get your toe in the door any way that you can and get experience in the fields. So whether or not you go to school to become a brewer, a lot of breweries will hire brew hands with no experience because we have to do in-house training anyway. And it's a lot of fun to make beer.
Awesome. And as far as going into getting a job or starting your own business, as you're saying, really anyone can do that.
Anyone can do that. And you can do it at any age, which is really cool as well. So you have success stories in Lethbridge, like the Screamin' Brothers ice cream. I'm not sure if you're familiar with those guys. They actually started when they were teenagers selling their product and doing product development. And that is so cool. So you can absolutely do like start your own business, whatever you're passionate about, you can find a way to do it. It's really neat.
Cool. What are some of the challenges that you've faced?
Challenges are definitely the stuff like you have to be good at time management. If you are not good at time management, owning your own business, you're working pretty much 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So you don't get a lot of time off. I think in the first 3 years of operations, I maybe had 12 days off total. Like, so you're pretty much working all the time. It is definitely a lifestyle, but it's a really rewarding lifestyle too. So it kind of depends on your own personal how you feel about working all the time. And then you got to realize that sometimes if the business isn't making money, you're not taking a paycheck home that month. So you really have to be good at budgeting and looking long term and having a plan long term.
It sounds like a labor of love.
It is a labor of love, yes. Every small business is a labor of love.
Do you have any tips for youth interested in this career, or what would you tell someone who's brand new to this career, or even to starting their own business?
There are lots of resources available for you in the community and online. I would definitely check out Economic Development Lethbridge. Tech Connect has a lot of incubation space for startups, which is amazing. And there's a lot of grant funding available for underage entrepreneurs, women entrepreneurs especially. Um, Female entrepreneurs make up only about 2% of the entrepreneurial market. So it's still a heavily male dominated space. So it would be lovely to get more women, more people of color involved as well in their own businesses, because that is something huge in Canada.
Awesome. Thank you. Um, so thank you, Kelti, for joining us. I think that was my last question, unless you have anything you want to tack onto our conversation here.
Just that starting your own business is really fun, and small businesses truly are the backbone of local economies. So it's really important not only to create your own businesses, but support the local ones as well. So that way we can keep the money rotating within our community, and that small business owner who you give your hard-earned dollar to because you bought something that they made, they're going to spend that money within the community as well. So that keeps the money here. When you go and you shop at something like Walmart or any of those big stores, the money leaves the community. So we want to keep as much money in the community as possible. Starting your own business is a great way to do that.
Awesome. And I know we have a few local businesses that are going to be, or a few people from local businesses that are going to be talking to us throughout this career fair.
Awesome.
I'm excited to hear from them as well. Well, everyone, that was Kelti. She works, or she owns, Theoretically Brewing. Thank you so much for your time. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Absolutely. And I'll remind all of our youth who are tuned in right now that videos will be posted throughout the week. And if you have any questions for Kelti, you can submit them on our website just through that form there. And then we will get a hold of Kelti and send you an answer back. Or if we have enough questions, then we'll actually book a separate Zoom session if that's okay with you, Kelti.
That sounds great. Have a good one, guys.
Awesome. Bye.